Hey, you guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style, and I am here today to do another Flippin' Out with Friends, and I've got another guest for you, and I'm really excited. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the Margarete Miller challenges. I'm interviewing some of the other channels that have done this and some Instagram people, and we're just kind of hanging out and getting to know each other, going through some of our collages and just having a good time. So if you don't know what the Margarete Miller challenge is and you're a little bit like, what is going on here? Search the hashtag 2023 CWP and you'll see all these channels that do this collaging with prompts. So I will go ahead and add in our guest. And here's Marnel with Miemie
Hello.
Keepsakes. And so how are you doing?
I am good, and you, Debbie?
Good, good. Thank you so much for doing this. It's so fun to see you and get to know you. So, what have you been up to? You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I have a YouTube channel, and I mainly do junk journaling. I live in Canada, and I've been doing the Margarete Miller. This is my second year doing it, and I absolutely love it. It definitely challenges me
It does.
almost every week just to go through my stash and find the right little that would go with the prompt. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's so much fun. And I absolutely love the one you did for this week.
Thank you.
That was
I love
so
the one
fun.
you did. I watched that before I started mine. I thought, how am I going to do this, better or even just the same as you
Oh
did?
my gosh. Well, that is quite the
Yeah.
compliment. And you know what's funny is like when I did that one has got such a good response. I don't know what it was, if it was the mother and the child or whatever, but it just like
It
triggered
was,
a lot of people and they were like, I love this one.
yeah, it
Who
was
knows?
just, I don't know, it was just all the little things that you've put together, the way you've cut the flowers so the feet would kind of look like it's behind the flowers, and the little bunny on the girl's hand, and then the background with the numbers behind the mountain that kind of was like unexpected. It was just everything just worked out absolutely perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have the one that you did this week handy?
Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Oh, let me see. Can you
I know,
see it?
sorry, it's a little
I'll have
awkward,
to
isn't it?
go
Yes, I
there.
love that one. I love it so much.
Just
And you know what's funny is I love listening, like your voice is so calming.
oh,
Like I love listening to your videos. Like
oh, thank you.
yeah. So anyways, you talked about that you have done it for 2 years. If
Mm.
I haven't seen any prompts yet come up for next year, are you thinking about doing it next year?
Yes, definitely. I had a email. I think it was yesterday, the day before, that
Oh,
Marguerite sent out, and she said the prompts will be available in the middle of December for
okay, great.
2024. So she's still working on them, but she's not doing the planners again. I think that's what the
Yeah,
email
that's what
said.
I heard too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think I've been doing mine in another book both years just because I wanted it to be a little bit bigger
Hmm.
and more space.
So the one you're doing it in now, is it a regular book or is it a journal that you made?
It's actually an altered book. So
Okay,
at the
great.
beginning of the year, yeah, I just took some of the pages out and glued them together to make them a little stronger because I do like to add paint and all kinds of stuff to it. So,
Yes, I do
yeah,
too. I like
yes,
to add a little acrylic every now and then or
yeah,
watercolors or something,
yeah,
and I am doing mine also on a mixed media book.
oh,
Um, what do you call it? Mixed media. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
Canon mixed media. Let me show you
Okay.
that right there.
Oh,
That's where I am.
yeah,
And
yes.
so that is what I use, and
Mm.
that can be kind of thin and warp a little bit, but I usually just glue it down and it's fine. I don't really care if
Yeah.
it's a little warped.
Yes, and I think it just gives it character. if it's not perfect.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because my book, even this year, I had to, it kind of at the end it started falling apart, so I had to do a little bit of a fix up, and it's all good.
Just a little
It just
surgery. Yeah.
adds to everything.
Yeah. Do you find yourself going back and like tweaking them a little bit? Like maybe are you ever flipping through and just kind of go, oh, maybe it needs a little something? Because I do that all the time.
Oh, you do? No,
Yeah.
I've never. I'll go back and look at them just to kind of see
Hmm.
how it has changed and evolved. But I don't ever
No,
change them. No.
that's good. I mean, I don't know why I do that. I guess I just
Yes.
like to play with them a little more. And I
Yeah.
do that a lot of times on my other journals, my other art journals that I have. I'm like,
Okay.
are they ever really done? I don't know.
Yeah, I try to stay. I don't want to go back because I have so many projects in my head that if I go back, I will never finish anything. Because
Right?
it's like you say, it's never actually done. You always feel like you could change something or add something, but I try
Yeah.
not to do that because then I will never ever move on to anything else.
I'm glad we coordinated colors today. That's
Yes. Yeah, that's so
um,
funny.
so when I was looking through your description box, I noticed that you had your own website. So I went on and I looked at that, and I was amazed at those kits that you just did for your craft show.
Yeah,
So
yes.
what all did you have there? Because it would look like a lot of different stuff.
Yes, it was a lot of different stuff, and I'm just busy photographing the kids, and I'll have them in my shop soon. So yes,
Oh,
we
okay.
did like slow stitching kits we did Christmas kits. I had a chenille kit there, and then vintage quilts that quilt pieces with coordinating fabrics and trims and things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that would be new coming soon. I was hoping to have it before the craft show on the shop, but you know how it goes. It was just not, the
Yeah.
timing was just crazy. But yeah, it will be in the shop. But that was a lot of fun to put together and, just find all the little bits that you have and go shop for a little bit more. So,
Right?
yes,
And putting
you
those
never
kits
have
together is
enough.
probably fun.
Yeah.
Putting the kits together is fun.
Oh yes, it was fun. It was like a couple of my friends came over and they helped to pack the boxes and fold and make, I did the kits mostly, and then they would come in and just add little things, or they helped to make yo-yos and all kinds of little things. It
Oh,
was a lot of fun.
you've
Yeah.
got a little girl, you've got a girlfriend army.
Oh yes, I do.
That's your
Yeah,
posse.
they're just amazing. Yeah, so
Oh, that's
and
so
it's just
nice.
fun doing it together rather than doing it all on your own. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
those are true friends that wanna see you succeed. That's very nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the slow stitch, you do the slow stitch, and are you having those kits then in your Etsy shop here in a little while?
Yes, I'm gonna have them in my Etsy shop as well as I've just started the website, so I'm starting to do like newsletters and I will fill that shop. It's a little bit more complicated. What's nice about Etsy, everything's done for you. If
Yeah,
you have your
right.
own website shop, it's lots of little kinks to work out. I'm still working on that, but hopefully it will be done soon.
Yeah, you pay for the convenience, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So, where on the Marguerite Millers, where do you normally like find your images? You have a lot of vintage magazines, it looks like.
Yes, vintage magazines. I like the Sears Roebuck catalogs, those
Oh,
reprints. They're
me
just,
too,
if I
right?
can't find something, I go through them.
Mhm.
And
And are you cutting those or are you, copying them?
no, I'm cutting them.
Yeah,
It's, you know,
track the hoard. Yeah.
exactly. At the beginning, I thought, oh, I can't cut the vintage magazines either. But I just decided, you know what? I'm still finding a lot of things. So you
Uh-huh.
can't, yeah, even though sometimes some of them are very hard to cut.
Oh,
But
I know.
yes,
Yeah, and those sometimes I photograph them because I just can't bring myself to, but I
mm,
really should just be cutting them and using them.
yes, I know. But like I say, some of them it's just hard to do.
Mhm, right?
Yeah.
So, what else can we talk about? Let's, do you have another direction that you're taking your channel? Are you tending to, because you do a lot right now with the collage, you do some junk journaling, you do slow stitching. Are you gonna, do you feel like your audience is a little bit of everybody? You know, like you've got your people that follow you for one thing and something for another?
Yes, I think so at the moment. So mostly, even most of the projects for me are kind of more geared towards junk journaling.
Mhm.
So even the slow stitch projects that I do, I will incorporate that into my journals. So that's my main focus. Like even the Margarete Miller challenge, I kind of feel like that's just developing, again, my style and how I want to do my journals. So it's
Mhm.
all, and it's just, I like participating in the collaborations because there's just a sense of community, and
Yes.
you get people from other channels and that you connect with. So yeah, it's just all, and it makes it easy too to decide what kind of video you have to do today.
Right? Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. It's just such a nice community. I've made a
Mhm.
lot of friends doing this, and I just can't imagine doing it alone.
Yeah. No, that's
I
true.
don't feel like I'm alone, you know?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anybody from the community that you kind of chat with more than some others? Or
Um,
is it more just leaving comments on each other's things for you?
yes. Well, lately it's been, our life has been a little crazy, so it's been a bit more on and off for me
Sure.
past couple of months. But yes, there's some people that I would chat with, like on Instagram or
Mhm.
just on Facebook or YouTube, comments and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice when you kind of feel like you're building a little relationship with people.
Yes, yes.
And
And even just your subscribers. There's a couple of
yeah, right?
subscribers that's just, yeah, I don't know. You just connect with them, and yeah, it's just easy to keep contact with them outside of even your videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And you mentioned a little bit about the chaos in your life. For some people that don't know, there was a fire in your home,
Yeah.
and you had to move out of the house while it's being fixed, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yeah.
how are you doing in that process?
Like I say, it's just chaos. Each day brings something new, some new decisions that you have to make, new. It's just like your life is not, you're not in control of it. So I'm just trying
Mhm.
to go with the flow and hopefully
Did,
survive this whole process.
oh, did you lose
Yeah.
a lot of things then?
Yes, we did. Yes. A lot of mostly anything plastic, fabric. Um,
I see a dog.
oh yes, my dog. She's here visiting with us. Yes, so it's yeah, all the most of the things that we did keep are more like the things that, like wood, finished wood. The rest of
Okay.
it basically we'll have to replace. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot, down to your toothpaste. It
Oh
has to
my
be
gosh,
replaced. Yeah.
right?
So yes, and it's just smoke damage mostly, but
Uh-huh.
extensive smoke damage. Yeah.
Right, because sometimes it's just when it's smoke damage, it's done because you can't ever get that smell out,
Smell
right?
out. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that, yeah, will. So every day just brings a little bit of shopping here, filling in some forms, claiming
Right.
money, stuff like that.
But the family was okay, so that's good.
Yes. Yes. Nobody was hurt. All the pets came with us, so
Oh,
we're all
good.
good.
That's great. That's great. And now
Yeah.
you're renting until your
Yes.
home is finished being
Yeah.
repaired.
Yeah. So we'll, hopefully that won't be too long. Hopefully by the summer we'll be back in our own house, which would
Oh,
be
that's gonna
nice.
feel so good,
Yeah,
right?
yes, because by then the kids will be back from university and we'll
Mhm.
have a full house. So at the moment it's easy. The kids are all gone doing their own thing.
That's good. And how old are the kids?
18, 23, and 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still young enough to be hanging around.
Exactly. They come home for the summer, which is nice. It's the
Oh, that
best
is
of
nice.
both worlds. You have a couple of months to yourself and a couple of months with them home. So,
You gotta enjoy it while you can, because that's not always gonna
exactly.
be, right?
Yes.
Let's see, maybe what was one of your favorite collages that you've done?
Okay. In this book, um, let's see. This book is so fat. It's
The
incredible.
Chunky Monkey, that's what I call
Yeah.
mine.
So yeah, this one is I probably need to be a little farther away, I think. Let's see. It's there.
Okay,
Okay.
great. So I just
Yeah.
had her flip her camera in case my editing, you don't know what just happened.
Okay.
So yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah. So this is I like the blues and this painting of the girl reading her book. That's probably one of my more my favorite
Nice.
ones.
And then do you do editing on yours? Like as far as like maybe if it's a long video, do you go back and edit, or do you kind of just it's a one and done thing for you?
With the Marguerite Miller, definitely more like one and done because I can't go back and change things. So I
Mhm.
usually I'll stop and maybe grab more things, but while I'm doing it, I'm trying to just finish the editing rather than stop and go. I just find it easier rather than trying to put the pieces together afterwards.
Yeah, I'm an editing fool. Like I
Oh,
edit
really?
and edit. After I learned how to do it, I was like, oh, I said way too many times. I'm gonna just
Okay.
cut that out.
I'm like, oh well, it just takes too long to edit.
It
I'm too
does. It
lazy
really
to edit,
does.
honestly. So yeah, it takes quite a while to edit everything for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me show one of mine. Let me add my, there we go. Okay, so this one, I really enjoyed this one. This was way back on week 8.
Oh wow.
And this one was something that had a plug. So I did the motorcycle has
Mm.
spark plugs. And then I did a piece of postcard or letter. So I did this right here and I made it into a Harley Davidson
Mm.
postcard. And then stitching drawn or stamped. This looked like stitching along the edge to me on the bottom.
Okay.
So I went with that. And then cursive, which this was an old poem from an estate sale that I went to that this man had. It's from 1944 and it says goodbye to yesterday. And I thought that was perfect for this one.
Yeah.
And this is all vintage wallpaper here that I have. So that was a really fun one. I enjoyed that one.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
And why don't you show another one?
Okay, let me see. I think this one didn't put my prompts with me. Now that showing it, I'm thinking,
Oh,
oh,
that's
I should
okay.
have had prompts with it. But this one, I think, was if I just look quickly, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's week 8 as well.
Is
I'm
it
not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway,
something with a
yeah,
plug, maybe?
yeah. Let me just get it in
I know everything's backwards on this, so it
backwards
looks
here.
weird.
Okay, there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
I just love the bright with the black and white photo and yeah.
And the old car, that's great.
Yes.
1960, yes.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone else and we were talking about the years of magazines that we like, and that's my sweet spot in there,
Yeah.
1960 for sure. And then let me show another one that I've got here. Okay, this one was fun.
Oh yeah.
This was week 9. And it was something that hangs on a wall, which was a poster,
Mm.
and this was part of the vintage poster. And a clothing accessory, I went with her hat, a road sign. There's a bunch of different signs to like Cancun and Miami. I thought that was kind of appropriate with the flight attendant. And then something with stripes. I went with this airplane here, which actually is a swizzle stick from
Oh,
World Airways. No longer exists.
yes.
And then let's see, a list in the very back here. This is a timetable that lists all the different flights that they had.
Oh, wow.
The
And
funny
did
thing
you
is,
find that in a magazine?
I have part of some old ephemera that I have was an old timetable
Oh,
from Aeromexico.
yeah.
So I just used part of it in the back there. The funny thing, this gal actually looks like my husband's aunt when she was really young. Actually, it kind of looks like her now. She looks that good. Her name's Connie, but I was like, I sent her this, and I was like, I didn't know you were a flight attendant.
Yes, in your previous life.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Do you have another one you want to show?
Oh, I'm just trying to do like just different things because let me just get it right in the middle again because I can't see past my book there.
Right?
Think
Yes,
that
that's
should
perfect.
be. Yeah, I can't remember which week this is. Next year, I'll definitely have to add the prompts to my collages.
Yeah, that's fun. That is just
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, just a little fun,
Uh-huh.
playful.
So some of that was from children's books.
Yes, this one is
Mm-hmm.
from children's books, and that little airplane was from a game from, I think, the 60s as well that I found in a box, game pieces.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
using game pieces. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have a
So,
collection, just one of the many collections.
right. All right, let me flip to this one. This one, like actually didn't turn out to be like one of my favorites, but I love the story behind it.
Oh, yeah,
Um, it was,
beautiful.
and then I tell a story in this video. It's week 14, and that this was Margot and Francis, and then how like I actually wrote out the little story
Oh,
that I
good
told.
idea. Yeah.
And so for later on, but if anybody's interested in that one, it's week 14 of mine. But
Yeah.
because
Oh,
girlfriends tend to be the glue, a lot of
oh,
times
yes.
when things
Yes.
are going crazy, they hold you together, right?
Yes, no, absolutely. That is so true.
Yeah. Let me remove this. There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah. So anyway, what else were we gonna chat about? Oh, do you have anything else coming up on your channel that we want to talk about? Like, I know you're doing some other things.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna participate in December this year and try to make a grungy journal. I've never done that before. I've been, you play around with the mixed media and stuff, but I haven't really added it into a journal. So I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. Last year I did ephemera too, but I only did ephemera because it was easier. Honestly, I cheated a little bit than to put it in a journal. So this year I'm going to be a little braver and
Yeah.
try to make the journal.
Right.
And yes, and then for 2024, I definitely want to work more on my website and just maybe try to focus more on developing my own style. Up until now, with my channel, I've been doing a lot of the challenges, just trying to find your own footing, trying to figure out what you like, how you do things. So I'm thinking in 2024 I would like to try and start doing more of my own thing and
Yeah.
see where that takes me.
Right. I think that's so true. Like a lot of times I think I'm going to really enjoy something and I might try it and I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it didn't turn out. It just means like I didn't have a great time doing it. And if I'm not having a
Yes.
great time doing it, I don't want to waste my
Mm.
time.
Yeah. 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 And like I say, for me, it's just I think it's times that I start just like be a bit little braver and do my own thing. I
Yeah.
do enjoy the challenges, like I say, but
Mhm.
yeah, let's see where 2024 takes me.
Right. Did
Yeah.
did you do every one this year?
Yes, I
Margarete?
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you find it
Last
was a little bit like at times going, especially with everything that's going on in your life, like
mm,
were you like, I don't know if I can do this?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a couple of weeks where I think there was 1 week where I did 4 or 5 in 1 week just to stay up to date because that's just when we had to leave our house and kind of settled into a new place, scrambling
Oh,
to find things. And so, yeah, but I did do it. Was last year I started late, so I didn't do, I think I started in March in
yeah.
2022. So I didn't do all of it. So I absolutely wanted to do every week this year. And
Hmm.
even I did the 100-day project. So even through that 100 days, I did 2 videos on the Margarete Miller days just to keep. I really wanted to see if I can do this.
I know that's how I was too. I was like, when I first started in the beginning of the year, I was like, can I do this?
Mm,
I'm gonna
yeah,
try.
yeah.
And actually, I'm a little bit ahead right now. I'm not sure when I'm going to air this or not. It might actually be right around Christmas
Mm,
that this
yeah,
comes out. But it is, what's the date today? The 30th of November?
yeah.
Is it 29th, 30th, something like that? And I just completed, I'm working on week 51 right
Oh,
now. So I'm a
wow.
little ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I'm never ahead. I'm always behind, it feels like.
Yeah, but I just had so many other things going. I'm like, if I
Mm.
could just get those done, I can focus on a few other things
Oh,
before the end of the year.
yes.
So yeah.
Yes, and that's always my goal. Let's record like 3 or 4 of these, and then I finish one, and then my craft room is such a mess after I pulled everything
Ah.
out. Okay, I'll try again tomorrow.
Do you find yourself working in like a little teeny tiny spot, like you've got a whole desk, but then somehow you have everything around you and you end up like in a spot this big?
I know. And then I'm like,
Yeah,
where did I put everything? Because everything else is on the side and it's my scissors are gone. Where do I
right?
find my pen?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
or
don't
that
know why.
stupid little pin on the top of the art glitter
Oh,
glue. Oh,
oh, oh yeah. No, it drives me nuts. I took the little tip off my art glitter glue because
did you?
it drove me nuts. Yes, because it kept clogging up and I kept losing the pen. And now I use a paper clip that I bent open, and it's so much easier to see and to replace.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
good. Yeah, you don't
that
want to
just
be
drives
losing the
me
pin.
nuts. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, Marnel, thank you so much for joining me. I like had such a good time with you, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. And I'm going to link your channel down below, your Etsy store, and anything else I can find to link.
Okay. That sounds great. Thank you, Debbie, for
Okay.
having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Really good to meet you. All right.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. We'll see you
Okay.
later. Bye.
Bye.